Bill for restructuring resource control ready. Atiku. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us once again on the channel. Please do well to like, share and subscribe. Now, the former vice president and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, yesterday disclosed that a draft amendment bill for the restructuring of Nigeria was ready and would be introduced to lawmakers on the first day of sitting of the 10th Assembly next year as an executive bill. Alhaji Abubakar also said that whereas he would not release the document now, Nigerians should be rest assured that issues of resource control, which continue to be a major talking point in the restructuring sphere, as well as devolution of power and state police, were on the card. The PDP standard bearer spoke on a day that the national chairman of the party, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, expressed confidence that the party would make history by displacing the ruling All Progressives Congress, not only in Lagos State but also in at least 24 other states, in addition to the presidency in 2023. Now, speaking to members of the Nigeria Guild of Editors (NGE) yesterday at the Marriott Hotel, Lagos, the PDP presidential candidate explained that both the amendment bill and his 5-point agenda, which he tagged "My Covenant with Nigerians," were products of wild consultations and expert advice. He said that he assembled a team of experts with whom he had series of sessions to brainstorm on pathways for Nigeria's return to greatness. Abubakar said, in preparing the draft restructuring amendment bill, what I did was to assemble a team of lawyers who are some of the best in the country. I picked lawyers from each of the 6 geopolitical zones so that each zone would have representation and a sense of belonging in what we were packaging for Nigerians, and also to take into account the interest of each component part of the country. What they have come up with after series of sessions is a draft bill that is ready as I speak to you. The bill is ready and it will be presented to the National Assembly on the first day of their sitting after inauguration. Mind you, the process of amending the Constitution involves the Executive, the National Assembly, and the State Houses of Assembly. So on the first day of the sitting, I will present the bill. On the specific areas the bill will cover, the PDP candidate revealed that one of the major issues agitating the minds of Nigerians whenever restructuring was discussed was the issue of resource control. The bill will cut across all spheres of restructuring, and resource control is accommodated in it, he said. Now, responding to a question on security, Abubakar said more boots were needed on the ground. According to him, doubling the number of policemen in the country to about 700,000 will help with the challenge of policing, while at the same time reducing unemployment. By the time you also do the same thing in the military, we would have more men and boots on ground, and we would also be reducing unemployment in the country. The issue of devolution and state police are also issues for amendment, and these are things contained in our restructuring package to be sent to the National Assembly. The candidate also discussed his 5-point development agenda, which seeks to restore Nigeria's unity through equity, social justice, as well as cooperation and consensus among our heterogeneous people. Establish a strong and effective democratic government that guarantees the safety and security of life and property. Build a strong, resilient, and prosperous economy that creates jobs and wealth and lifts the poor out of poverty. Promote a true federal system which will provide for a strong federal government to guarantee national unity while allowing the federating units to set their own priorities. Improve and strengthen the education system to equip its recipients with the education and skills required to be competitive in the new global order, which is driven by innovation, science, and technology, and to lead healthy, productive, meaningful lives. On the economy, the former vice president said that his administration would simply continue what was started by the PDP administration between 1999 and 2007. My administration will continue the liberalization and the free market economy, which we started in 1999 to 2007. We will empower the private sector to do more, and we will continue with the privatization policy. The greatest economies in the world are driven by the private sector. So why should Nigeria be different? Construction of ports, railway, highways, and infrastructure require a lot of money, which is not available. So why not give the private sector the necessary incentives and create an enabling environment? We plan to give them concessions and all that are needed to create jobs and prosperity for all. On how to forge unity in the country, Atiku Abubakar embarked on a voyage of recollection going back to what the PDP did at inception in 1999. Let me remind you, because most of those who will be voting in this election were born around 1999, and they would not have known what happened at that time. And that is one of the reasons history must be brought back and taught in our schools. As far back as 1994, at the National Confab, we agreed that the transition that would usher in a civilian administration would produce only contestants from the South. That was why it produced two Southerners in the 1999 presidential election. When our PDP administration was sworn in, we brought in members of the opposition to join in forming the government. From the All People's Party APP and the Alliance for Democracy AD, we appointed ministers and other top officials of government. That is one of the ways we forge unity. When I am sworn in, I will form a government of national unity. Speaking on security, he said that the heads of the 17 security agencies in the country are Northerners, and that is not what I will do. Every geopolitical zone of the country will have its slot in the appointment of heads of security agencies. That is how to forge unity. Now that's it on the details of today's report. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Until we come your way next time. Bye bye.